We've all had some sort of a dream, whether it is the dream to live a life completely different from the one we have, or to assume the identity of someone we emulate. We may even dream to be the next world champion of public speaking. However, for some, this may be a nightmare, mainly because of the fear factor involved. Fellow Toastmasters, you may ask yourself what is the difference between a dream and a nightmare. A dream by Webster's dictionary is defined as a state of mind marked by abstraction or release from reality. Likewise, Webster defines a nightmare as an evil spirit formerly thought to oppress people during sleep. I would like to add that evil spirit is somewhat similar to what most children call Mr. Scrooge. Yes, Mr. Scrooge has a personality that tries to oppress or suck the happiness out of everyone that ever dares tries to dream or achieve anything. In my speech today, I will talk about my childhood dreams and nightmares and how I exaggerate my dreams to fit my nightmares. For me, the scarier, the riskier my nightmares, the more close to reality it is. Whereas the fantasy-filled dreams seem quite imaginative and unattainable. This is how I manipulate my unattainable desires to fit my reality, always seeing the half-empty glass as half full. Then I will illustrate to you how I apply this to some of my experiences in life that I encounter.
And that's what it's going to come to.
When I was a little girl, I dreamt of being like one of my famous movie stars, Greta Garbo. As you can see, she's Swedish, also the daughter of Queen Elizabeth, Asian mixed as well. She was a legendary actress who combined extraordinary beauty with a modern spirit and irresistible allure. Garbo remains one of the most fascinating women in history. One of her many films, called Camille, gave me some sort of identity during my adolescence years, mainly because I was named after that movie, and my name is actually Camille Tracy-Ann Column Dyer Roberts, Mrs. Like Greta, I have a fondness for my solitude, and some would find it challenging to maintain because of my magnetic personality. We even share similarity in awkward movements that may sometimes translate into suggestive gestures and language. Evidence of this is seen in the movie Camille, where Robert Taylor acted with her. However, after my 18th birthday, I soon realized that I was not a Greta Garbo lookalike. Look at me. My greatest challenge that year and thereafter was not aspiring to be like Greta, though my spirit conveyed otherwise. This appears to be the ongoing issue with many biracial children. We never fit one standard, and based on this, we always endure taunts from the different ethnic groups. As an Ethiopian Indian and half Chinese who look like a regular African American, I can never run away from who I am, but I can definitely exaggerate my dreams to fit my nightmares. For me, this was molding my unattainable desires to fit my reality, always seeing the half-empty glass as half full. Currently, my reality is based on an exaggerated dream, which I have termed my nightmare. So what if I speak broken Mandarin? Or the only famous Ethiopian I may know is Haile Selassie, aka Bill Bratton? Should that exclude me from identifying with either culture? People I have met from these backgrounds always entertain my feelings in a patronizing sort of a way. This is mainly because we all knew we do not share a lot of similarities, except for a coincidental heritage. My remedy for this is not to try to fit any one group anymore. Instead, I look at each group and decipher what their most alluring quality is, and attach it to myself. The Chinese are known to be very studious and agile, whereas the Ethiopians are very spiritual. At least that is what I gather from my numerous visits to an Ethiopian sanctuary. Despite these qualities, I still had a yearning to be like Greta Garbo. But what do you do when you look nothing alike? She's Luvista, I am called love. I have learned over the years to embrace my natural qualities, tweaked with confidence and an exaggerated assurance of who I am. This manifests itself in me becoming more emotionally transparent. Evidence of this is when I admire my naked body in the mirror. With every stroke of moisturizer I apply daily, the more I appreciate my curves. And with every hairstyle, the more I appreciate my facial features. Being comfortable in my own skin helps exude some of what Greta Garbo possessed at a Halloween party. My costume was a Catwoman outfit, as you could see on the printed. It was a black outfit that had a pants that is a leather pants that is close fitting, a black strap bustier, and a headpiece that accentuated my eyes and mouth. I took one in the mirror and looked at my black attire and said to myself, I may not be blonde or of ivory complexion, but I definitely turn heads. It was Halloween after all, and who dares to wear a costume that conveyed who they were? Similar to Halloween, the episodes where I relive my nightmares allow me to live a life without any inhibitions. In my nightmare, I am completely malleable, open to all possibilities the world has to offer in my attempt to survive. Through my nightmares, no one has the nerve to hope, because hope is transient. Hope is weakened when others are worth what you desire. Why have dreams when they can be easily trampled on or stolen? Why not exaggerate them into a nightmare where you can be anyone you idolize and you can achieve anything you want? Like previously stated, my dreams shifted to my nightmare when I was 18. That was the year I realized that the world existed in a fourth dimension. Two universes are parallel to each other. In this parallel universe, the good exists with the bad, the poor with the living, and also my dream coexisted with my nightmare. Because of the paradoxical nature of the world, the true dreams that I hold dear are circumvented with a carefree, uninhibited sort of nightmare-like behavior. Such behavior only few people in the world fully understand, and nothing my mother or father dare to fathom. Actually, nothing my mother or father dare to fathom me to be. This is because I developed a credible image that allows me to bridge the gap between both my dreams and my nightmares. An example of being knowledgeable of this parallel universe was when I went on a job interview. The interviewer asked me three questions. One, what was my greatest weakness? Then two, what did I like least about my last job? And three, what can I do for them that no other candidate could? Needless to say, my weakness was my strength. I am known to type 75 words a minute. Who am I kidding? I'm a scientist, not a typist. And for the question two, I told them my least favorite thing about my last job was just a supervisor that was very supportive of all my brilliant ideas. And finally, I embellished on all my unique qualities that no other candidates would ever dare to do. My dream was not to be the boss with a superb people skill. My nightmare was sharing my boss's vision so much I would later branch out with my own business. This would cause my boss to be my lifelong friend and mentor. Yes, fellow Toastmasters, I have learned to circumvent my nightmares as an exaggeration of my dream. That even if they're lost, stolen, or rejected, I can always have an alternate route. For me, the thrill is obtained from only me knowing which one I truly desire and pursuing it with all my strength, aiming so high that I land somewhere close to what I truly desire. Likewise, it helps to be mindful of the Scrooge-like personalities that try to slow you down. Therefore, give yourself options that even if you approach a wall, you can always climb over it. So yes, my nightmares are truly better than my dreams. Mr. Toastmaster.